Video petition to Ittf. We need better serve rule. Don't we love to watch exciting long rally? Don't we try our best to stop third ball attack? Don't we hate the game only win by illegal serve? Although from time to time we would amazed by a brilliant ace serve, but it must be made based on service rule. A great serve, once in a million serve, but sadly by the definition of rule, it is also a let serve. Hey, table tennis fans! Welcome back to my channel. If you're as passionate about ping pong as I am, then you know that the existing serve rule defined by Ittf can be a bit, well, let's just say, confusing. Not just to amateur like me, even many pro players and qualified umpires are miserable to the serve rule. Today, I have an idea. Why not making a petition video to call out Ittf taking action in improving the serve rule for better table tennis sport? And I need your help to make it happen. You can help this petition by 3 simple steps. First, like this video. You'll show support for our cause and help spread the word. Second, leave a comment, share your ideas for new serve rules. Let's brainstorm together. Last, if you may, along with a comment, tell us a bit of your table tennis history, such as years of playing or any league or tournament you have participated in. First things first, let me highlight 10 of the pesky serve rule that makes everyone miserable, at least very much miserable to me. Then I make my own brainstorming of improvement for everyone and Ittf to take consideration of. 1. 16 centimeters toss. 2. Near vertically upwards toss. 3. Removing free arm as soon as the ball being projected. 4. Toss behind server's head. 5. Resting ball on palm or fingers. 6. Use freehand to hide the toss. 7. Wet ball serve. 8. Comeback serve. 9. False serve as misbehavior. 10. Relaxing the serve rule. Let's dive into each rule further with my own suggestion of improvement. 1. 16 centimeters toss. As the original rule requires, the ball shall rise at least 16 centimeters after leaving the palm of the free hand. The problem with this rule is, no human, not even the expensive TTR system today, can precisely and accurately measure the 16 centimeters toss. Instead, I would strongly suggest to drop the rule, but creating a new rule of the free hand must not rise above the eye line of server posture even the ball have left the free hand, and also the ball must be tossed higher than the server's total height. If the server would like to perform low toss serve, the free hand must not go higher than the server's shoulder, while the ball must be tossed higher than the server's eye line. 2. A near vertically upwards toss. In order to stop server from tossing ball directly toward the bat, which would create tremendous spin and kicker effect, Ittf demands server must toss the ball near vertically upwards. However, until today we still don't know the definition of near vertically upwards. Is it an elevation angle of 45 degrees, or 60 degrees, or 75 degrees? Even we have the definite value, we are once again trapped into the similar problem of 16 centimeters toss. How do we measure 58 degrees or 62 degrees precisely and accurately? I would suggest to drop the rule completely and replace with the suggestion I have just made earlier, one stone, two birds. By restricting the movement of free arm, we can effectively stop server from tossing ball directly toward the striking bat. 3. Removing free arm as soon as the ball being projected. This is once again one of the most controversial serve rule, as we all know that most of the professional table tennis players today would only remove free arm as late as possible. Some don't even remove free arm, but just slightly open the arm a little bit right at the time striking the ball. Kind of like giving a bit of mercy to receiver to sneak peek the strike of ball. I don't think my serve is pro enough. Let's see how the real pro does it. The phrase of as soon as has the same old trap as the previous two rules, neither of being objective nor quantitative. Thus, my suggestion is to change the rule completely. The free arm must be completely removed from the space between the server's bat and the net before the tossing ball goes into descent trajectory. Please take note that the suggestion of space is not defined by the ball and the net, but the server's bat and the net. The server's free arm must not block the receiver's viewpoint of the server's bat, however, still allowed to hide the bat by other part of body. For toss behind server's head. Again, this is becoming a very popular serving phenomenon in today's game. Almost all pro players have one serve that will toss the ball over the back of the server's head from the receiver's viewpoint. Sometimes it is not because the server intentionally making illegal serve, but it is just a nature sweet spot to toss the ball behind server's head to get into the sweet spot of strike zone. I would suggest to change the original rule. 2.6.4. From the start of service until it is struck, the ball shall be above the level of the playing surface and behind the server's end line, and it shall not be hidden from the receiver by the server or his or her doubles partner or by anything they wear or carry. From the start of service until it is struck, the ball shall be above the level of the playing surface and behind the server's end line, and the strike shall not be hidden from the receiver by the server or his or her doubles partner or by anything they wear or carry. With the minor change of the existing rule, all pro players will get big relief in making good serve as long as the strike of ball isn't blocked by server from the receiver's viewpoint. 5. Resting ball on palm or fingers. We all know that at the initial of serve, the ball must be rest freely on palm instead of fingers, because resting ball on fingers would give server some unfair advantage in manipulating the toss of ball. However, for many countries and cultures, fingers are considered part of the palm. Thus, in order to give the rule better clarity, I suggest to add a subpoint to the existing rule from 2.6.1. Service shall start with the ball resting freely on the open palm of the server's stationary free hand. 2.6.1.1. The ball must not contact any finger of the open palm while performing the serve. 6. Use free hand to hide the toss. This is one of the most unpleasant serve I have seen frequently in recent international tournaments. The server would intentionally continue lifting his free hand to block the view of the uplifting ball from the receiver's viewpoint after the ball has left the server's free hand. From the side viewed by umpires, the server may have tossed the ball high enough, however, from the receiver perspective, the ball has been completely hidden. Unless the receiver lifts up body in order to sneak peek the hidden ball, which will lead to unstable center of gravity, or just goes blind flight in returning the serve. Especially when the server is making an extreme low toss serve where the entire projection of ball could be completely blocked by the continuous lifting free hand. The receiver has no visual reference to where the ball being tossed to, how much height and how much momentum. Would it be possible tossed closer to server's body so he might perform a wide angle serve, or away from body so he is very likely going to perform a straight line serve? But with the hiding of toss, receiver has very limited time to evaluate and to participate in a better rally game. Again, with the first suggestion I made earlier, by restriction the movement of free hand, such malicious tactical serve can be avoided completely. One stone, three birds. But if for any reason Ittf won't like to adopt the suggestion, I have another suggestion here to reduce the use of such serve. It is by adding another subpoint to 2.6.1. 2.6.1.2 The wrist of the server's free arm can be tilted freely while tossing the ball, but must not twist or flip or in any way hiding the depart moment of the ball by the server's hand from the receiver's viewpoint. Seven. Wet ball serve. This is not a change of existing rules, but to suggest Ittf explicitly put in rule to prevent server from making wet ball serve, either by blowing moisture air to the ball or apply water to the ball with wet sweaty palm before toss. At the moment we have no rule to stop player from intentionally winning the game by such tactics, not to mention some qualified umpires even treat wet ball as part of the game. So I suggest to add a new rule of: it is the responsibility of the server to keep the ball clean and dry before serve. 8. Comeback serve. Comeback serve is a serve that causes the ball bounce back to the net immediately after reaching the opponent's table. Although some of the professional player may react quickly and run around the table to return the serve, however it could be a very dangerous move for short players. Currently we have rule to prevent such serve for wheelchair player. However, I would suggest Ittf to include also, for any player shorter than 4 feet doesn't need to return such serve, and the umpire shall call for a let to restart the rally. 9. False serve as misbehavior. Currently the Ittf rules treat false serve as an act of misbehavior, or some kind of crime. Other than giving a point and 2 points to the opponent player, the server will also receive yellow cards and red cards penalty. This creates unnecessary stress not just to the table tennis player, but also to the umpires. Especially nowadays we all try to be kind to each other, being popular and friendly to each other, instead of being right or being pristine to each other. I would strongly suggest not to treat false serve as misbehavior, however a point will be given to the opponent player for every false serve caught. Definitely, for the very first occurrence of false serve in the game, the umpire shall call for a let and briefly give serve rule advice to the server. 10. Relaxing the serve rule. Currently Ittf has given umpire the right to relax the use of serve rule if the player has physical disability. However, the opponent might not be well informed about the umpire decision. I would suggest Ittf to improve the rule of 2.6.7 by adding 2 subpoints of 2.6.7.1 The umpire must inform the opponent player regarding the decision of relaxing certain serve rule before the game started. 2.6.7.2 Any physical injury or illness shouldn't be used as a reason to ask for umpire relaxing serve rule. So here you have it, my 10 suggestions for Ittf to take consideration of. I understand that the objective of making serve rule by Ittf is to make a fair play between server and receiver. And if ever Ittf implemented all the changes I suggested here, may result in giving slight advantages to receiver over server. But I am sure the expertise of Ittf will find a new balance in new rule instead of letting players abuse the existing rules and making the game awful to watch and to play. especially with the introduction of 40+ ball. Due to the change of size and weight of the ball, the serve rule must be updated accordingly. Further to this, I notice also, some players would like to loosen or remove the restrictions of tossing ball into table or tossing ball from beneath of table. I won't support such ideas because they clearly give unfair advantages to the server to make more dynamic and deceptive service. Please trust me, I am good in making a legal serve too, since I was born at primitive era and played table tennis with street rule only, which is no rule at all. But not as good as Pongfinity. Their illegal serves are just brilliant and top-notch. Salute to you guys! Further to this, the idea of loosen the rule, any rule, is just a very bad idea. The illegal serve being so popular in today's table tennis tournament isn't just because someone decided to loosen some rules a bit. Perhaps 16 centimeters is too hard. Let's get away with 15 centimeters, 14 centimeters, 10 centimeters. Perhaps near vertically upwards is too difficult. As long as there is a bit of curvy trajectory, then we just close an eye, just let it through. Perhaps it is alright to let the free arm distract the receiver more than the rule allowed. Since the athletes are all professionally trained, they must have learned the skill to cope with it. Perhaps we just don't need any rule at all. Easy, peace of mind. We need rules, not just rules, but good rules that are easy to follow and enforce, so we can focus on what really matters, the thrill of the game. Remember, we're all in this together. By supporting this petition video, you're helping to shape the future of table tennis. Let's make the game we love more accessible, fair, and fun for everyone. So, don't forget to like this video, drop your serve rule ideas in the comments. Together, we can make a difference. Let's serve up some change. See you on the table. Until next time, happy ponging!